They did nothing. My own view that Section 134 applied literally, because the rules of interpretation say if you read something and it's so clear to you, then you don't need to interpret it. The thing says you must win a quarter of the votes in 2/3 of 36 states. And so what do you want to say? The answer is obvious.
I want you to break it down in a way that the
I've just broken it down.
No, let's apply it.
I've just broken it down. It's so simple. You get a quarter of the votes in 2/3 of 36 states. That is what the law says, which is 24. So that's one part of it. It goes on to say, and. What does that mean? And the FCT. So as far as I'm concerned, you must also win 25% in the FCT. So we think the tribunal can answer this question quite easily in 1 hour. That's my point. It's not a difficult question to resolve.
Again, we have come back again to what we call, what should we call it? We have come back to where we stopped before, over 25% in Abuja. Thank God we have a learned man who has explained this thing from the beginning of this video. You know, I've been telling you guys that the reason why you keep getting adjournment, the court has been adjourned, the court has been adjourned, the court has been adjourned, is because of the kind of country that we are. We do not value justice. In fact, justice is only meant for the poor, the less privileged, the orphans who don't have anything to offer in the country. But once you are rich, in fact, justice will be served immediately. So, and the reason why they are delaying P2B is because number one, he's an Igbo man. Number two, he's P2B. Number three, he's not one of the corrupt elites we have in the country. But let's break it down. Now, we could vividly remember that the Tinubu was threatening Nigerians that there will be anarchy. Labour Party has replied them, following and 25% in Abuja. The Labour Party has told President Bola Tinubu that there will be no anarchy in the country if he's removed from office by the court. There is no way we will see anarchy and he can go and mess and shit. Nothing is going to happen. They can come out and fight, destroy people's property as long as they want, but it must end. It will definitely end, and your president is going to still be P2P if ever the court does not manipulate the results. Because with the loads of evidence in court, you can clearly state that INEC has no case to make, APC has no case to make. The man who is in the front is P2B. Even PDP has no case to make. Tinubu asked the Presidential Election Tribunal to dismiss the petition filed by Labour Party seeking to nullify his victory on the grounds that he did not secure 25% of the lawful vote cast in the Federal Capital Territory (FCT). Tinubu, through Wole Onelipekun, his counsel, in a final written address to the tribunal against the petition, said the FCT is the 37th state for electoral purpose, and any other interpretation would lead to absurdity, coerce, anarchy, and alteration of the very intention of the legislature. Olenipekun said the petition is novel and not familiar with the country's electoral act. Now, let's break this thing down. You see, this issue of chaos, anarchy, alteration, absurdity, and the rest of them, you see, during the time of Goodluck Jonathan, a lot of people died. Or will I say, okay, not the time of Goodluck Jonathan, after Goodluck Jonathan handed over peacefully to Buhari, a lot of people died. And Buhari could not hand over peacefully to the man who won the election. Same 2015, people were scared that there's going to be anarchy. The North are going to pull down the whole country down. This is going to happen. It is their turn. It is them that must rule. They were very threatening the properties of Christians in the North and all that. Do you know that the people that died because of the inaugurated Buhari, when they were warning Nigerians, they told Nigerians, this man has nothing to offer to you people, that Buhari is a failure and a blatant failure at that. Nigerians said that yes, that's Buhari that they want. Because of what? Tribalism. Religious bigotries. They said, no, don't tell us that. This is either Buhari or Buhari, nobody else. Nigerians were warned that this man that is coming cannot offer you a thing. They said there's going to be war if Goodluck Jonathan. Now, I am seeing the same people who are now criticizing Goodluck for handing over. You see, when the seers come and see the future and tell you that there is no road, and you are arguing, always arguing, at the long run, you'll be the one to suffer. But we have a case in court. Let's continue. Reacting, the LP in a statement on Monday by Obiora Ifor, National Publicity Secretary of the party, said Tinubu's comment was unnecessary since the matter is before the court. So is Tinubu doing it to threaten the judiciary or threatening the tribunal? You can't feed the whole country. You can't. And if the whole country should feed you, you can't finish the meal. You can't. The LP said the All Progressive Congress APC must be cautioned in the approach to the matter which is still in court, noting that no amount of pressure on the judges in the tribunal can change the process and requirement that the law has put into place. We are worried that the statement, which formed part of his submission and was contained in his final written address against the Labour Party's petition pending at the Presidential Petition Election Court and meant to be in the exclusive custody of the court, was leaked to the media. This statement reads, you see, when people can no longer defend themselves, they resort to violence. That is why during the time of Buhari, he never cared about the court. Release this person, DSS is now their tool. They just go about arresting innocent souls. We still do not know the reason behind this act of desperation, even when the matter is still pending in court. We'll, however, be careful not to turn the action as subjudice. Having said that, the Labour Party thinks that the statement was unnecessary since the matter is already before the court, and going ahead to pontificate on it could be construed as interference in the duties and responsibilities of the judiciary. You can't be threatening the judiciary. And this thing was written in their final address. 25% is needed. Is well explained. You can see the man who said it in Arise TV. And as long as you can understand a simple English, you don't need to explain it. 24%, 36 states, and Abuja. So this issue of Tinubu coming out now to threaten the court and tell the court he can't see. I am telling you with every honesty, yes, I know that this is Nigeria where there is lawlessness. When these people come, some of you cannot defend yourself. But I am telling you, the amount of people that's going to die if Tinubu is in seat is 10 times more than the people that is going to die if he leaves that seat. It's just the truth. You can go and check what happened at the time of Buhari. We're not even talking about those that were attacked by terrorists. We're talking about those that died by hunger. Those that died because of hunger, they couldn't feed it. Even in these places, they couldn't afford 1 square meal. The statistics that are going to hide it for you. We're not talking about the militaries that were sent into the war zone without bullets, without weapons, because the hand of the government wants to favor some kind of people. We're not talking about the deaths in Kaduna. We're not talking about the Christians that were massacred in Benue and the rest of them, Meduguri and the rest of them. So the more we keep fearing this cause, the more we keep fearing this war, and the right thing is not done, then we're going to keep living in fear, and these people will continue to destroy this country. We are asking the court. We are not begging the court. It is the right of every Nigerian to get justice from the court. The truth of the matter is that there are no sentiment when it comes to matters of law. No sentiment. The law is the law, and once the law has stipulated the manner and how a matter must be carried out, it must follow that pattern. If the law has stated the requirement that a presidential candidate must meet before he can be declared, there's no shortcut to it. As simple as that. Why is Bola Ahmed Tinubu vibrating? Therefore, if the constitution, which is in the ground norm of the law in Nigeria, has stated clearly that you must score at least 25% in FCT before the president can be declared, anything short of that cannot remedy it. We insist that no amount of threat from the APC on the judges in the tribunal can change the process and requirement that the law has put in place. It must be followed, and that is the position of Labour Party. Let me assure the APC and their leaders that if there were no absurdity, chaos, and anarchy when they forced their way into power, Nigeria will still witness peace when they are eventually evicted from power. As simple as that. When you people forced your way into the power, nobody judged you people. We should be guided. Thanks for supporting the Future News, and I will keep bringing more interesting updates. Peace.